Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the story of the bell tower, who was designed by Giotto in Florence. And as the previous two videos about art, stories, I imagine that this story has been told by Giotto himself. My Bell Tower story. I'm Giotto di Bondone, and this is the story of my bell tower, the campanile that stands proudly beside Santa Maria del Fiore in the heart of Florence. The year was 1334, when the Wool Merchant Guild in the city of Florence approached me. I was already in my late 60s, known throughout Italy for the revolutionary paintings that broke from the rigid Byzantine style to capture human emotion and dimension. They did not come to me for painting this time, but with a proposal that could change the Florentine skyline forever. Master Giotto, they said, we wish for you to design a bell tower worthy of our growing cathedral, one that will showcase the glory of Florence and stand for centuries. I accepted with pride, though I knew I might not live to see its completion. Such is the fate of architects who dream beyond their years. I was nearing the end of my life, but my vision was clear: to create a tower of such exquisite proportion and beauty that it would become the standard by which all other bell towers could be measured. My design was bold, perhaps even audacious. I envisioned a soaring rectangular tower rising 84 meters, 276 feet, into the Tuscan sky, clad entirely in polychrome marble, white from Carrara, green from Prato, and pink from Siena, the same magnificent trio of colors that adorn the cathedral would dance across my tower in geometric pattern. Unlike the heavy, imposing towers of early times, I designed mine to be light and elegant, more like a precious jewel box than a fortress. I planned for it to have 5 distinct sections, each telling the story of human civilization to relief sculpture. At the base, I want to show the development of mankind from creation, the birth of art and sciences. Above that, the planet, virtue, and liberal art would continue the story of human enlightenment. Higher still, the seven sacraments would represent spiritual development. For the windows, I insisted on the most elegant tracery, growing larger and more elaborate as the tower ascended toward heaven. And crowning it all would be spectacular view of Florence for those brave enough to climb its stairs. When I represent my wooden model to the guild members, I saw in their eyes a mixture of wonder and skepticism. It will be the most beautiful campanile in all of Italy, I assure them. Not a fortification or watch to over, but a celebration of beauty and divine proportion. Work began that same year, but fate had other plans for me. I managed to oversee only the first level of a construction before that called me away in 1337, just 2 years into the project. As I lay dying, I took comfort in knowing that the foundation had been set, both in stone and in vision. After my passing, the great sculptor Andrea Pisano took over the work until 1348, faithfully following my design while adding his own mastery to the exquisite hexagonal reliefs around the base, those telling the story of human industry and achievement. They came the Black Death, halting progress as Florence wept for a third of its population. When work resumed in 1359, Francesco Talenti became master of the project. He made certain changes to my original design, simplifying the decoration and making the windows larger than I had envisioned, yet he respected the essence of what I had begun. My tower was finally completed in 1359, some 20 years after I laid the first stone, though it differed somewhat from my initial vision. Its beauty far exceeded even my dreams. Now, as I look down from heaven upon my creation, I see millions of visitors from across the world standing in the piazza, their eyes drawn upward along the tower's elegant lines. They marvel and the way the marble catches the Tuscan sunlight, changing colors throughout the day like a living thing. Little do they know what that within those stones lives my spirit, the spirit of an old painter who, at the end of his life, was given the chance to reach for the sky. I never saw my tower completed in life, but I designed it for myself, not for myself, but for eternity. In this, I succeeded, while painting may fade and the building may crumble. My campanile has stood for nearly 7 centuries, telling Florence's story and mine. And this is the beautiful story of the bell tower of Florence. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.